Okay, we're back in Legend Heroes. Trails through Daybreak. It's time to get to work. Oh, return home. Could you get me home? That's all I can say here. I'd like to share the details in person. I'll be waiting on the first floor of the Herbal Cafe. Signed, Isla. So this is how you go around accepting jobs, huh? There's still a lingering sun. Gotta check the other bulletin boards. Trying to think of, like, what's the fastest way. I don't actually want to go in the police station.
On my way.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
So in love with this brand.
Now, what's it say?
Bounty of the Waterworks 3. Receive reports that a dangerous archaism called Gandaluva Omega has appeared deep within the Satan District Waterworks. Take care of this in the guild's stead. Bracer Guild. Sun's gone, so we're done inspecting bulletin boards. I've got 2 requests. I'd like to handle at least one of them. Got it.
Then let's head over.
You're Isla, right? You wanted to hire us. Van handed her his business card. Arkwright Solutions, you're the Spriggan. I can't believe I'm actually meeting you. You'd think you were meeting a celebrity or something. I'm sorry if I offended you, it's just that I've only ever heard rumors about you. Wasn't even sure you were real. Cat's trying to get in the microphone right now, so... I'm so glad you came. I ain't have anyone else to turn to. Would you tell us what the job is about? Of course. But could we discuss this someplace else? Just let me ask my boss for permission to step out for a moment. So the job description mentioned you wanting to go home. Yes, that's right. My parents called this morning to inform me my grandmother, who's been hospitalized, is in critical condition. She's been in the hospital for quite a while now, so I'm worried it might finally be her time. I can understand why you want to see her so badly, then. The issue is that my home and the hospital are both in Anchorville City. I know what I'm asking is unreasonable, since we're not allowed to leave the capital right now, and it's why I couldn't go to the guild or anyone else about this. I understand your reasoning in coming to us. There are checkpoints set up around the city, though, aren't there? Can we even get through those? Before we decide if we'll take the job or not, I want to hear something from you. The state of emergency was issued by the government and applies to everyone in Edith. You'll be breaking the law if you try to leave. That's the kind of thing that goes on your record forever if you get caught. Might even screw up your chances of working in the capital. That being said, are you sure you really want to do this? I understand that. I understand the state our country is in right now. But this might be the last time I ever see my grandma. I'd never forgive myself if I just sat here and waited for it to happen. I want to at least try to see her one last time. If the worst really happens, I'll have to live with the fact that I never even got to say goodbye to her. Isla. My parents said they'll come and pick me up outside the city if I can make it that far. All I need to do is make it out of Edith. Well, I say all like that's not the hardest part. Got it. I can tell your resolve is strong. As for us... If you notice, there's a +3, so that means there's extra points up for grabs here. And this could give us the gray and chaos we so badly need. We're happy to help you see it through. I'll drive you to Anchorville myself, whatever it takes. Thank you. Judith, Agnes, can you come with us? Probably going to be a rough ride, so some emotional support will come in handy. Absolutely. Wasn't planning to leave you alone with her in the first place. Everyone else can stay here and keep an eye on things, gather info and stuff. Counting on you. Works for me. I'll keep you updated on the traffic information while you're out. Thanks. Okay, we're heading out. With the approval for her request secured, Isla quickly finished packing and joined Van, Agnes, and Judith in the car. Once everyone was on board, they set off for the expressway.
Time to go solve some problems.
Return home started. Maybe we'll get lucky and have a high-speed chase. It's easy to just say that everything is fine. A little too easy, really. So instead, even if it's only a little, I'd like it if you shared some of your worries with us. Thank you. That means a lot to me. You don't have to force a smile, but sometimes it's an important step to convince yourself that things really will be fine. That you can do it. That you can overcome the trials before you. You know, I swear I've heard your voice somewhere before. Really now, though everyone that's out there's got a voice to it, I'm sure. Looks like this fun little chat is over for now. The first checkpoint. Didn't think they'd be watching the entrance to the expressway. How do we get past them? Well, last time I had to do this, you lie your ass off. Now then, shall we? Where are you headed? We're delivering supplies to the folks in the city continuing their peace activities. See, you even have ID, you can check out our cargo too. Checks out, there's no problem with your cargo either. That being said, those three women don't look like delivery personnel to me. Look, I get what you're saying, but basing things off of gender or how someone holds themselves is a little old-fashioned. The four of us want to be helpful to people in a trying time. There's no lie in that. If you want, you can confirm it with our contractor, not that I'm at liberty to say who that is. My apologies. Keep up the good work. Go on ahead. Thanks. You too. I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. I was definitely anxious for a moment, but Van's silver tongue saved the day. I'm impressed he came up with that cover story on the fly. You even had an ID card to back it up. Guessing that's not the only one you have. Yep, can't deny they come in handy in times like these. Hey, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We might have been in a bind if you didn't have it. Alright, now all that's left is to get out of the city. Wait, isn't there another checkpoint when we get off the expressway? Yeah, when we get there I think the best plan's to... So the thing is, if you put the pedal to the metal, you create sound, and that draws attention. If I were to do this, I would hide. Blend in, so to speak. Yes, that might work. Just try not to stay too close to the trucks, or we might cause an accident. Remember that if we're too far away, we'll be spotted for sure. Wait, isn't this plan kind of reckless? That was a close one. We were almost scarily close to that truck. Still, at least the plan worked. We managed to get out of the city like we wanted to. Where exactly are we now? It's an old road that barely anyone uses since the expressway was built. It's not technically a secret path, it might as well be. That explains it. Looks like the police certainly know of it. This must be the final obstacle standing between us and the suburbs. Yep, we tried. Wait, you can't mean to... We've gone through a few checkpoints now, it's possible they're onto us at this point. If that's true, they're gonna arrest us if we stop here. So we got no choice but to force our way through. If that's what you think is best, I'm ready for it. I'm not afraid as long as I'm with all of you. Wow, to think you'd come to trust us that much in so short a time. You've both done so much to reassure me while we've been together. At this point, I don't even know where I'd be without you. Ah. Of course, we would have gotten this far without your driving too, Mr. Arkwright. It's fine, I'm used to it. Anyway, if you steeled your nerves, then we're ready to go. We're going to reunite you with your family, whatever it takes. Thank you all so much. I'll never forget the debt I owe you. Easy, say the thanks till the job's done. Okay, let's do this. Don't bite your tongue. They soon reached the outskirts of the city, so they didn't even show us going off-road or anything. That sucks. Isla's family came to meet her, and upon entrusting her with them, the job's considered complete. Before departing, however, they said that they were praying for her grandmother's safe recovery. They also suggested that Isla stay in Anchorville until the national situation had calmed down. On the way back, they decided to rely on Catcher and Rosette's analyses and navigational expertise. And through some effort, they were able to find a safe but slow route to make their way back into the city. Basically, the unfun
takes care
route.
of that. Looks good to me.
Hey, we got the 2 SP.
Positive.
6500 Mira. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, there we go. Well, it's 1. Chaos Springer unlocked. I think that's about all the information we're gonna get for now. At least we managed to learn a lot in a short time. But it's all pretty darn grim. We got a message from Renee. Maybe he's got some useful and never mind. It's just a monster extermination request. Last stop, destruction. We recently received reports of dangerous monsters in the area. Location, Albert District, deeper than the abandoned subway line. Monster, Behemodyne 2. Requesting Arkwright solution, handle this immediately. Wait, really? Where? So it's an abandoned subway line underneath the Albert District. Isn't that the place where the cathedral and that famous academy are? Wait, don't you go to that school? I do, yes. Anyway, this hardly seems to be an appropriate time for sending out such an ordinary request. You're telling me. Well, whatever. Work's work. As soon as we're done here, let's head on over to the Albert District. So yeah, my thought would be he's trying to get us there to tell us something that he doesn't want publicly known. Okay, so that's Mod Mart. Out of curiosity. Yeah, we can't do anything. Oh well.
Taking off now.
So I'm gonna come back here in a sec. Okay, the marker was on the door. So I'm looking here, I'm like, where's the quest marker? And it was there. Real quick, let me look at my party lineup. We don't have Catra, I don't think. Oh, we could bring him in. Okay, let's crack some skulls. Preferably not ours.
Time for you to focus.
You'll be sorry.
Now's a good time to boost.
Make it count, Aaron.
I'm not even sure if I'm gonna need it, to be honest.
Your move, Catra!
Now's your chance to boost.
Initializing drive.
Okay, fine.
This'll hurt.
Keep your guard up.
Think fast. Take this.
Eat this!
Judith! Initiating skill.
There! Catcher, your turn!
I'm going. Activating drive.
Catcher, your turn!
Activating skill.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
It's over.
Judith!
Sucks that the counterattacks aren't really guaranteed, but I guess that's their way of nerfing the dodge tanks. Oh well.
Initializing drive.
Now's a good time to boost.
Pressure him and move in!
Eat this, sucker!
You're up, Aaron!
Activating skill.
It's go time!
Initiating skill. Too slow!
Catcher, your turn!
Now's your chance to boost. Activating skill.
Catcher, your turn!
Activating skill.
Here's our chance!
Now's your chance to boost.
There! Catcher, your turn!
Activating skill.
Go time!
Now's a good time to boost.
Eat this, sucker!
Activating skill.
Have some of this!
So we'll never know what it was up to. Well, aim just got maxed. Aegis
That's
shield.
one drop behind us.
Or deposited.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to hit gray. So yeah, in order to pad the length here, we need to go do the connection events because this went
That hits the
far,
spot.
far faster than I thought it
Air
would.
launch.
The important thing is we actually have enough for both. So I'm assuming there's going to be a story segment immediately after exterminating the monster, which is why that will be a separate video. We'll start off with Hermes. Fans group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Looks like it's raining out. A bit of a shame for this time of year. Wonder if the goddess is crying somewhere out there too. What a am I doing getting all sappy? I should just get up and get a bite. I'm so busy this morning I didn't even have time for breakfast. Don't want to keep everyone else waiting though, better make it something light and quick.
Here's your delivery.
Thanks, I appreciate you being so quick. Don't mention it, I get my customers what they need ASAP, rain or shine. Why order food though? You could have just gone downstairs and eaten with everyone else. But anyway, it's just you right now. Yeah, I just got back a little bit ago. Gotcha. Could we talk outside once you're done eating? Only if you feel like it, of course, no pressure. I know it's raining and all, but we can work around that. Well, this is a surprise. I was expecting you of all people to ask me out today. Come in and have a seat on the couch. I'll get a drink. I'll be done with the food real quick. I'll get you a drink. I'll be done with the food real quick. Traffic's lighter than usual, though I guess the roads aren't usually busy this time of day. True, but I imagine a lot of people are staying indoors to do the emergency declaration. Also, I doubt many are in the mood to go out and have fun right now. Listen, thanks for thinking about me, Hermes. But I'm fine, really. Are you trying to convince me or yourself? I'm upset about what happened to Krill, too. The people there were always good to me whenever I dropped by for work. Yeah, they welcomed everyone who showed up to their doorstep, even if you were an outsider or a Jaeger. Their kindness and hospitality touched Anya's, Fairy, and I when we went out there a couple months back. I hear he stopped by there a lot, too. You're talking about your reporter friend, right? I worked with him many times over the years. He was a good man. The world's a poor place without him. We should never take today for granted because no one's guaranteed a tomorrow. He and I both understood that, and yet... you're preparing to fight the people who took him from us. You're going to stop the Mafia from stealing the futures of countless others like him. That's the decision you made as Van Arkwright, isn't it? I'm not going to ask why you came to the decision, because I already know the answer. You're not the kind of person who runs from adversity. You tackle it head-on. Never thought I'd hear something like that from you, of all people. Think you got me all figured out, huh? We've known each other for a long time now. I'd like to think I've got your number at this point. Guess I'm slipping then. I'll have to do a better job keeping up the mask. Can't have my assistants worrying about me. I know there are sides of yourself you don't want your assistants to see, but remember this, Arkwright. You aren't the only one who wants to help others. There are people in your life who want to extend a hand to you too. Got it. Rain's finally letting up. Should be a smooth ride from here. Oh, you heading out of the city? Yeah, I've got an urgent delivery to make, so I'm gonna get it done now. Need a hand? I doubt it'd be easy to get out of Edith for the emergency declaration, in fact. They'll be fine. They should have been told to expect me. Okay then, you're a pro courier, so I'm sure you know what you're doing. Safe travels. Same to you. If you need help with anything, just give me a call and I'll be over before you know it. I look forward to your continued business. And you'll have it. Peace out. Thanks, Hermes. Van then made his way back to Edith, and upon reuniting with the others, he got back to work. You're right on time. I just came out onto the highway. Thanks to your help, I was able to get through the checkpoint without issue. There's a lot less traffic on the roads than usual, so I expect I'll reach you a little ahead of schedule. Excellent, I'll be waiting. Wasn't sure if you'd be able to oblige our request, so I'm pleased you have been able to. I'm well aware you're against the clock. Saying no was never an option. Especially since I'm connected to this project, too. I'll make sure these parts are delivered. I swear it on my name as a courier. I'm sure you will. I trust in your abilities. As long as the parts arrive safely, I have no specific instructions on how you deliver them. I'm counting on you. Contact me again once you arrive. Understood. Professor Cronkite.
Don't be a stranger now. Maybe if you're ever up for it, we can ride around somewhere.
What's next?
And I forgot to read these out to you guys. This morning was pretty busy, so I just grabbed whatever to eat. I don't have much of an appetite, but I guess I'll have Hermes deliver something for me. And here we have the nostalgia trip. Judith wants to watch a certain film recorded on memory cords. She could watch it on the laptop in the office, so maybe I'll loan it to her. Fans group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Thanks for letting me borrow this. There's this movie I've been dying to watch again. Don't mention it. I don't mind lending it to you while we don't have anything going on. Just don't break it or anything. I've got a lot of files on there I'd rather not lose. I can handle electronics just fine. I'm not fairy, you know. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone if I find your search history by accident. On second thought, give it back. I'm kidding, Van. Relax. Anyway, why don't you stay here and watch the movie with me? You don't mind the company? Not at all. It's a really good movie. But word of warning, it's kind of an oldie, so it might be a bit boring for you. I think I can trust Calvert's biggest actress' taste in movies. Alright, move over and let's see what you got. Think I recognize this. You do? We can watch something else if you want. Nah, today's a good day to watch this one. That's good, because I'm really in the mood to see it today. The two of them settled in and started watching the movie together. Eventually, the last of the credits rolled on screen as music played quietly in the background. Yep, still a good movie. This one first came out 20 years ago, yeah? Man, it's been a while. Motion pictures were still new back then. I was barely a toddler when it came out. I watched one of its theatrical reruns with Mom back in the day, but even that was a while ago. Watching it again, I'm pretty confident in being one of my all-time faves. Not that I would have pinned you for your favorite, but a masterpiece will always be a masterpiece. It's kind of a strange romance story set in a quiet little country town. Cinematography is definitely dated, and you can tell that they didn't have the biggest budget when it came to props and costumes. But I still really love its atmosphere. Yeah, cast performances and director's skills shine through despite that. And they filmed it in Crail. Even if you've never been there, it's hard not to feel certain yearning for the place. Is it weird to feel nostalgia for a place where you've never been before? Because that's how it felt when I first went there. Now I get what you mean. I filmed there once before. I was so excited when we finally arrived that I kept flubbing my lines. Had to do a lot of retakes. Our director wasn't happy with that. But when I think about it, this is what drove me to become an actress in the first place. I always wanted to film something there. Wanted the chance to make something that one day would mean as much to someone as this movie does to me. So much for that dream, I guess. I'm sorry. It's fine, it just means I'm all the more determined now. Van, we gotta settle the score, whatever it takes. We, eh? Finally decided you're part of the team? Can't take it back once you say yes. I wouldn't, I'm part of the team now. We can't let ourselves lose to that fear nonsense that dumb mafioso was talking about. We'll make it up to everyone that's suffered because of them. They deserve to feel safe and happy again, and we'll make sure that they do. And that's not just Phantom Thief Grimcat talking. I mean it as Judith Lanster, too, the movie actress. Okay, you're getting a little sappy for my taste. Tone it down, Miss Intense. It's kind of contagious, though. Maybe we need more of that energy around the office. Welcome to the team, Judith. Glad to have you here. Damn right you are. Feels good to be here, too. Their hearts full of newfound determination, Van and Judith rejoin the team and resume their patrol.
Don't think
Wow,
you'll
that
be
was
stealing
brief.
this Phantom Thief's heart anytime soon.
Hot-blooded heroine. Strength and arts. So yeah, I'm dipping out to the Orbital Factory to try to come up with something for Judith. I'll be back. Okay, I don't know if I'm just going to make this one video and hope for the best, but I went to the factory and found there was an item for Hermes here I missed.
Thanks.
So the white-clad transporter has given us her white gloves. But I could not create the EP quartz here. Now that I think about it, was Catcher
Time
able
to
to
update
create
this.
quartz? No, you can only open slots. So I did open a slot on Judith's ornament in the top right corner and gave her the EP cut one. I was hoping to get something better. I can kind of afford it, so yeah. I don't suppose he can do the trade.
Do you
could he?
know
No.
what you want?
Second,
I hope to see you again.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. 1 second.
Switching to maintenance mode.
I also did change Agnes's
Do you know what you
hollow
want?
core. There we go.
I hope to see you again.
So this will hopefully let Judith get at least
Switching
one
to
more
maintenance
spell out before she burns out.
Skills updated.
Like, if I want to play her more caster related, I'd probably need to give her... Well, Lorraine is not going to help because it boosts the cost of stuff as you boost. She would probably need something like Rame. Because Edith doesn't give you any regen, he just casts really fast. And this one hits harder. That's what I kind of had Emma use back in the Cold Steel days.
What's next?
But otherwise, we need to hop over to Albert. We've gathered all the information there is to gather. Should we go take on those monsters now? We'll cause the main story to advance, all unfinished quests and sub-events will disappear, but as far as I know, we've got everything. Contacted the rest of their group and agreed to meet with them at the nearest subway station. They then rode the train together to the Albert district. Capital of Calvert, Edith. 5th District, Albert. Whoa, that cathedral is huge! That's Edith Cathedral. It's the second largest cathedral in all of Calvert. Biggest one's up north, right? Wait. They're all wearing the same uniform as Anya's. Is that your school? That it is. That's Aramis Academy. Never experienced the whole school life thing, so I'm kind of jealous that you get to. It's a really famous school, too. I considered applying myself at one point. If there are any more out-of-this-world students like that purple-haired chick, I bet it'd be a fun time. Ren is a rather special case, I'm afraid. I also suspect our math and science curriculums would be too easy for someone who helps out at the Institute of Science like you, Katra. Let's switch our brains to work mode, people. We can access the abandoned subway line from a side road next to the cathedral, correct? Yes, that's right. I'll show you the way. I guess the students hang out there after class. That building further down the road is our dormitory, and this one next to us is a famous cake shop. Yep, that's the famous Andalusia Patisserie. It's owned by a legendary patissier who's a master of his craft, whose limited edition seasonal cakes are always the talk of the town. Something work mode brains? The cakes you guys let me try have all been amazing, so I'm not surprised they're famous. Nina's bought me some stuff from there too, and I couldn't agree more. Perhaps we can treat ourselves to some cakes on our way back to the office when this task is complete. Albert District abandoned subway line. This place sure is creepy. Never knew there was a railway under the city. Probably hasn't seen any use in over a decade. That's correct, actually. Records indicate it was abandoned 12 years ago and the subway was expanded. It's been left untouched ever since. And thanks to that, it's become a nesting ground for monsters. This is a good find. I'll be sure to make good use of this place when I'm doing my heists. Still a little puzzled as to why we were sent down here, particularly at a time like this. They're carrying on like it's business as usual. Pisses me off. I think there's more to this case than it seems. Oh? Dead monsters. Those are clean cuts. Whoever did this is clearly a master of their craft. Wonder who it was. Could be a rival from another field, I guess. Either way, the CID gave us a job, so let's get it done. I see what's going on. The monster's supposed to be a fair way inside, so let's pick up the pace. Doing this just to top off Judith.
Engaging enemy.
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Yeah, I'm just doing this on the road.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
I'll dice you up.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm not in a very patient mood right now.
Nice. That went great.
Going bad.
Take this out.
Fully replenished.
Take this out.
Come back when you're stronger.
I smell treasure.
EP charge, almost as they know Judith is going to need those.
Looks like a chest.
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself. Show them what you're really capable of. Unleashing sharp strike.
This'll hurt.
Give it your all.
I'll dice you up.
Gold amulet prevents death blow.
Nice.
Chastity
That went
unlocked.
great.
Pretty hot shit, man.
Hollow core leveled up.
Take this. Take the sun.
We'll get the jump if we have now.
Launching ambush.
So yeah, that was really, really lucky.
This'll hurt. It's over.
One survivor.
Now or never. Catra, your turn.
Activating skill.
Oh,
Rainbow
these
berry.
figures look excellent.
You kicked some real tail, Catra. Now, let's finish the job.
Launching ambush.
Gotcha.
Not even worth it.
I smell
Nice.
treasure.
That went great.
You did great, Van.
Take this out.
Good chance to deploy shards.
Engaging enemy.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Gotcha. The sun.
This is it. Activate shards.
I said no physical attacks for now.
Crap. I got distracted by the level up.
Combat over. Processing
So that
data.
was Ram getting maxed.
Otis online.
I detect treasure.
Aurora verse, so that's something I really needed.
Switching to maintenance mode.
So she gets the mystical start. 5-point boost. But most importantly, she can
Skills
start
updated.
dropping dark matters a lot more quickly.
Resistant to art.
Take this.
Physical attacks are more effective.
Get to work. The sun.
Launching ambush.
This'll hurt.
Yeah, this is not gonna end well.
I'll dice you up. Nice. That went great.
Nice
New
going,
material.
Take this.
Action.
Looks like a chest.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Take the sun. Take the sun. You snooze, you
I think that's good enough. But I do have to boost here.
This'll hurt.
Give it your all.
It's over.
HP 3.
Nice. That went
That
great.
one is still a bridge too far for me.
Stage fully replenished. Show them what you're really capable of.
Anytime there, guys.
Now let's get back to business.
Hollow core leveled up.
I didn't see what that was.
Launching ambush.
Lorraine's about to level up again.
You picked the wrong
I
guy to
suggest
fight.
physical
You did
attacks
great,
for
man.
now.
We'll get the jump.
Unleashing sharp strike.
This'll hurt. I'll dice you up. Nice. That went great.
Nice going, Van.
Hollow core leveled up.
I dig the vibe of this place. Visiting abandoned ruins is kind of fun to me. Weird as that sounds.
You aren't the only one. There has been a recent uptick in people frequenting these sorts of places.
Yeah, much to the chagrin of the guild.
I know the whole urban exploration thing picked up in real life during the pandemic. We can only assume it was the same for them, just without said pandemic.
Now we're talking. That one looks tough.
Gotcha!
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself. Show them what you're really capable of.
This thing has a lot of HP.
Gotcha!
Stay calm and deal with it.
That is a load of crap. I dodged that and they know it.
You'll pay for that.
Not to mention you can see things at 92% break.
I'll dice you up. They're down. A chance. It's over. Your turn.
Another thing about it, I didn't see Murray Chaos yet.
Gotcha.
Or Mare Chaos, I mean.
Go time.
Activating escape route.
Have some more.
Escape route secure.
To hell with an escape route.
Couldn't take your eyes off me.
It wasn't even
You
worth
sure
that
settled
much.
that score, Aaron.
2 material pluses. And since I remembered,
Shift into maintenance mode.
critical rate. So you definitely become tankier using that one, I guess. Although you're the tankiest in law form. Still prefer this one because of the evade crit combo. Oh well.
Gotcha.
And action.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Take the stun.
Unleashing sharp strike.
This'll hurt. I'll dice you up.
So I wasn't really paying attention. Was that unscathed, I wonder? Looks like Van leveled up, if anything.
Nice. That
Was.
great.
Pretty hot shit, Van.
Warning. Next level threat detection.
Take the stun.
Gauge fully replenished.
Gotcha.
you say we rough them
Crap.
up a little?
Take this out! Take this! Take the sun!
What do you say we rough them up a little?
You snooze, you lose. This'll hurt.
Keep moving, Van!
I'll dice you up! They're stunned!
Here's our chance.
Let's party!
Oh, I lost my plugins. Crap.
Rising dry.
Well, it's better I found that out here than the boss fight.
Keep your guard up.
Certain arts look to be most effective.
Pull out all the stop! Your turn, Judith!
Swift? Rock grenade! You're up, Aaron.
Now's a good time to boost.
Going all in.
Have more.
There.
Here goes.
Have more.
Go, Ketra! Yeah! Have some more! Nice. Moving on up.
Fairy now has Infernal
level
Edge.
I can do even better.
I didn't see what Holocore
What'd you
leveled up there.
expect?
Time to update this.
See, I had stuff already slotted in here. Huh. What was in RAM?
Nice to meet you. Call me Ryan.
Huh. Maybe it's the arts driver that has the thing that I miss.
Otis Online.
Okay. It's good to know.
Gotcha!
And action.
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Take this! This'll hurt.
Keep moving, Van!
I'll dice you up! Nice! That went great.
You did great, Van.
Resistant to arts. Physical attacks are more effective.
Take this!
This is it. Activate stars.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Crap. I got snagged.
Take the sun!
Launching ambush.
Oh well.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp
moving,
to
Van.
get the upper hand.
It's over! Nice! That went great.
Nice going, Van.
Combat over. Processing data.
Now we're talking.
Take
That one looks tough.
Take the sun! One more! Gotcha! The sun! Gotcha! It's done!
What do you say we rough him up a little?
Gotcha! Gotcha! It's done! You snooze, you lose. This'll hurt. Moving, Van. I'll dice you up.
And we're through.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did great, Van.
Holo core leveled up.
Huh, looks like a chest.
Celestial Balm EX.
There are even more monster corpses here. Who's doing all this?
I see slash marks everywhere. Could it be her? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm getting worried.
See, I'm gonna be taking a break right here, and I'll pick up with the fighting when we get right back. So, see you right then and there. Okay.
Right.
Need to remember which way I was actually going. It's this way. Just want to do a sweep real quick, make sure we got everything, because we're about to trigger an event from the look of it.
Elaine!
I'm going to need you to fall back, Elvis. I'll take care of these.
What? No! That's too much to handle, even for you.
Damn. She's incredible. I recognize her. She's one of the guild's A-rank bracers, right? Knew it. What are you guys doing here? I'm glad you're alright, Elvis. You can hang back for this one. We'll make sure she comes out of this unscathed. Agnes, Judith, and I are going to join up with Elaine. The rest of you take on the other one. Understood? Leave it to us. She's really going all out. I've heard rumors about Beauty's blade's strength, but they don't do her justice. You sure she needs backup? Maybe not, but she's throwing caution to the wind here. And I don't like it, not one bit. Elaine, we're here to help. It's no use, she's completely absorbed in our fight. What's the plan? I don't think we can just jump into the fray.
You're hopeless, Van. It's a good thing I'm here to babysit you. You'd be a lost cause without me.
Shut up, Lainey! And what do you mean by babysit? I'm older than you! Ah, you two are such children. I suppose it's up to me to teach you how to behave.
Get a grip, Lainey!
Van? Why are you...
Is this an off day or something? Your blade works sloppy and you're totally oblivious to your surroundings. Now look over there! My assistants have that one unlocked, so we'll lend you a hand here.
Fine, then.
You have my support. We'll take it down in no time. So is this supposed to be some sort of rhino or something? Because it's no rhino cider.
You'll be sorry!
So yeah, if it seriously packs hits like that, then it's not much I can do.
Pull out all the stops!
Good luck!
Certain arcs look to be most
Actually, I
effective.
need to leave these two together.
Initiating skill.
Ready for this? You're tough! Do you mind, Elaine?
Boys.
Good luck!
What button is it? There we are. Crit rate, physical damage, speed.
Take him out!
Pull out all
Engaging skill.
A chance! This'll hurt. Think fast. Take this! All you, Agnes!
Activating drive.
You know what to do, Anya!
Activating skill.
Well, that was a pretty big turn.
Won't lose. Activating drive.
Take him out!
Engaging skill.
Kaleido! Anya!
And since we've seen that one,
Here goes. This'll hurt. I'll dice you up!
Now or never!
Zyga activate.
I won't lose.
Eat this!
Judith!
Initiating skill.
You know what to do, Anya!
that should be the end. Crimson. We made short work of that one. Are you guys alright? Listen, I know the incident in Krail came as a shock. It did for all of us. But you can't lose your cool like this. An A-rank bracer's gotta be calm and composed even when the going gets tough. Who do you think you're... Take some deep breaths. Everything's gonna be fine. There'll be trying times ahead, sure, but we'll get through them. Just gotta take things one step at a time. And that goes for everyone here, not just you and me.
I know that. I know that! I'm trying so hard to stay calm. But even still, No, I couldn't protect them. I'm supposed to be a beacon of strength for the people. And I failed them. If only I didn't let that man escape back in Longport. No, even before that. If I just hadn't...
Elaine. Sounds like you're bottling something up. If you need someone to lend an ear, I'm here for...
Are you really? Then tell me, Van. Why did you leave me?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. We defeated both of our targets, and we may not have done so without your timely aid. I apologize for how I treated you back there, Alvis. You fought admirably. Elaine. I'm going to take my leave now. I still have other work to do. I'll make certain you get compensated for your portion of the work. The loss of Dingo Brand was nothing short of a tragedy. There were times when he beat us to the punch, but his intelligence proved indispensable on a number of occasions. Same for me, too. If you can, try and keep an eye on that Tyrell Times reporter. She's getting dangerously close to the criminal underworld, and she doesn't seem to be taking any of my warnings to heart. Alvis, we're leaving. Wait. She's just as strong as everyone claims. But I'm a little worried about her now. What could have compelled her to be so reckless in that fight? Also... Well, I guess we know why that presidential aide sent us down here. So what's next? Should we go check up on that reporter? That might be prudent. If she's closing in on the criminal underworld, then she can only be headed to one place. The so-called Blacklight District, correct? Yeah, she's there. We gotta drag her out. That place is crawling with criminals of all shapes and sizes. Wonder how she found out about that place, though. Dingo never would have told her about it or shared its location with her. Well, there's more than one way to crack an egg. Right, she could have found out from some of her other connections. I'm worried about her. Then let's find her. Can't hurt to check and see if she's alright. Yeah, I agree. We should head straight there. There's no time to waste.
All in a day's work.
Last stop destruction complete. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hit level 3 Gray in time. So before we go, I just want to top off.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Okay, I think we can just warp out. Huh. It's interesting. Oh.
Huh? That is you, isn't it, Judith? Did you dye your hair?
Judith, you're still in disguise. Nope, nothing like that. See, I was just trying out a new wig, that's all. What's up, Nina? I did tell you I wouldn't be back for a while, didn't I?
You did, but Mr. Gotti insisted that I get in touch with you right away. He's pushing the whole film industry to release a statement and make a donation in response to Cray.
I see. I'm a little tied up, so I can't do anything right this second, I'm afraid. Can I call you back tonight?
Of course. Take care and talk to you later then.
You too, thanks. That's a big surprise coming from the director. Doesn't feel like him, but maybe he's the type to take action when shit hits the fan. Indeed, he strikes me not only as a passionate man, but a compassionate one as well. I get all the straight face. He strikes me as not only a passionate man, but a compassionate one as well. For sure. That's putting it mildly, Van. Well, I'm with him. I'm not gonna let this tragedy stand, now as someone in the film industry or as a thief. We're absolutely going to take Almanda down for this, but we have to know what we're up against if we're going to protect all we can. Exactly. Couldn't agree more.
I can't help but worry about her sometimes. She's a little too single-minded for her own good. Though I suppose that's why she's the genuine article. Unlike me. Hello? Any news to report? I see. So that's where the filming will be taking place. Just as we thought. The only question now is who the final cast will be. We don't have long until the shoot begins, it seems.
Never would have imagined there was a place like this in Edith before coming here. Not surprised. Is it just me, or does this district seem even more on edge than usual? Makes sense that it would be. I imagine a number of secret agents are down here investigating after what happened. I'd assume so too. This may be the closest thing Edith has to a lawless district, but the authorities can't afford to turn a blind eye right now. Well, I guess we should snoop around the shops and see if anyone's seen that reporter anywhere. Yeah, let's get moving. This feels like...
I don't think I've seen you before.
Well, Almanda just had to go off the deep end, didn't they? I don't buy the whole show force bit personally. I think that's a repeat. The Blacklight District is just packed with people these days. It's a madhouse, I swear. Some are selling, some are snooping, some are just doing whatever they darn well please. It's hard to know what's going on anymore. It's gotten everybody a bit high-strung lately. Be careful walking around. You don't want to set anybody off. Did you hear that? Yeah, I knew it.
Let go of me! I said, let go!
You were the one who started piling on the questions. Nothing in life comes free, young lady. Now we get to enjoy our rightful reward. Come on. Someone needs to go back to Sunday school, because that sure doesn't sound like the definition of rightful to me. And just who the hell are you guys? Arkwright Solutions. She really was down here. Are those people Jaegers? I don't think so. That getup they're wearing looks familiar, though. I think their name is Bugbear. Their threat level is a mere C-. Hey, you looking for a fight, lady? Man, this sucks. We were gonna take advantage of the mess Almana's made to finally get our name out there. But all this state of emergency crap has got us stuck where we are, and it's pissing me off. Wow, what a bunch of losers. No wonder they're called Jaeger dropouts. I'm sure they've still seen enough combat to be a problem, though. Well, I just realized, but they've got some real lookers with them, too. Guess we'll get to have some fun after we show them who's boss. This is so dumb. Time to take them down.
Let's see what you're made of.
You'll be sorry.
Oh, there goes my flawless.
Come and get me. Make it count.
I don't think I can get him. That sucks.
Come and get me.
Bet this'll sting.
Come and get me.
Initiating skill.
Criminal!
You'll be sorry for that.
Now's a good time to
Make it
boost.
count, Aaron. Chance. This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Get ready.
Nope.
Finish him, Van!
It's over. Go, Catra.
This'll do the trick.
Activate skill.
Optical cannon!
Why? A chance.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Think I'm a pushover. Eat this.
Finish him, Van!
Make
Oh
it
hell,
count,
that did
Aaron.
nothing.
Now's a good time to boost.
Have some more.
Dispatching shield.
Here's our chance!
Think I'm a pushover.
Now or never!
Come and get me.
Initiating skill.
Have some more. No. A chance.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
No. Make it count, Aaron.
I won't lose!
So I'm curious.
Gotcha.
He actually can attack through the seal. That is what I wanted to test.
Why?
No, that was just pathetic. Their threat level is closer to a D or D-, it would seem. Damn it, I thought these guys were just a bunch of rookies. Fine, have it your way. Reinforcements coming in. Doggies? Of course they'd have military monsters at their beck and call. It's not going to be easy fighting off this many while defending her. Looks like the tables have turned, huh? Figures, though. These days Calvert's full of wusses who are so used to peace they've forgotten how to fight. I bet Hayway would just roll over too. Maybe we should try getting ourselves hired by the new big boys in town. What? How can you suggest that? Do you even understand what you're saying?
Hey, would just roll over, would they?
Huh? Wait. Gian? What? What just happened?
Well, you aren't putting up much of a fight. Perhaps you ought to consider hanging up the Jaeger's uniform if you cannot act the part.
Those are Haywei Shangshou. I've heard rumors, but never seen them in person. Their strength is supposed to be comparable to hers. Don't be scared, we still have the upper hand in numbers. Yeah, deploy all the military monsters.
So that you don't misunderstand, we are not the main threat you face here.
What? How?
That is a shame. Your prowess is sorely lacking.
Isn't that the guy we passed on the way to Longley? The one on that giant ETWS bike.
I must apologize. I see I overdid it some, though I did restrain myself. That's a good boy. No trouble caused, no trouble faced. So then, what will the rest of you be doing?
Excuse us, sir. We're leaving now. Can't top real life for the best visual effects, huh? Send both man and monster flying through the air.
I would expect no less from the famed lion. Your strength only seems to have grown since your active days.
I no longer go by that name, and I would very much appreciate you forgetting it. Thank you for leading me here, Elder.
Not at all. That wasn't the only reason I came here. And I'm sure, with circumstances as they are, that I am going to be relying on you significantly in the days to come.
I see.
It's good to see you all again. I hadn't expected we would meet so soon upon my arrival.
Can't believe two old codgers rolled right up and hogged all the limelight. But what are you even doing here?
Our course of action has been decided, you see. AU's response to currently unfolding events.
So your preparations are complete then?
Indeed. The mists have cleared, and we have exactly the number of pieces that we require. Until the matter has been fully resolved, we will also be assuming control of the Blacklight District. That is in accordance with our agreement with this nation's supreme authority.
Then the president signed off on this? And what do you mean by the mists have cleared?
It's time you decided your next move. Though I would suggest you listen to what my friend here has to say before doing so. Farewell for now, Aaron. I will be in touch.
Hey. Man, didn't think you'd come all this way in person. Fawn's probably still in Longport, but now I really want to know what the pieces he mentioned refer to. Are you alright, Van?
Yep. This is him, alright. This is how he's always been. He looks normal on the surface, yet everything he does is batshit crazy. Like wandering off with some stupid dangerous object back when he was younger.
That certainly brings back memories. Yet I have discarded my past now, and I would ask that you discard it as well. My old greenhorn student, Van.
This is Van's former master? The one he said was like a father to him?
But wasn't he...
I've got more to say than there are stars in the sky. But let me start with this. Why are you still alive when you supposedly died 3 years ago? Master Barkhorn!
Burgard Zeman.
I am Bergard Zeman, though I was once known by another name. I see you have brought quite a number of fledglings under your wing, Van. Very interesting.
Not as interesting as the dead man who's back from the grave. Mind sharing how you managed that?
That is a very long story. Another time, perhaps. Hard to believe it's already been 5 years. Even harder to believe you're the same troublemaker I once knew. And that those same words of wisdom would come from your mouth, no less. I see you are living in accordance with your own principles.
Please, I didn't do anything. I just echoed the words of a much wiser man. Is my man being bashful? Never thought I'd see the day. Certainly a rare sight. It's rather cute, to be honest. Oh, shove it. Well, you did do a good job putting Mariel at ease. Yes, I think you helped her regain some of her old spirit.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I caused you. I'm such an idiot. I just got tunnel vision and let myself get all carried away. Dingo always warned me about this. But look at me. I haven't learned a thing.
Mariel.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you not to push the envelope. That's in a reporter's job description. Just make sure you don't forget what Dingo said. Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
You used to tell me that a lot back when we first met. As long as you don't stop thinking, there's gonna be a way to bridge that gap. Just gotta find it. We're working on his last request right now. We won't be able to do it alone, but we're planning to make up for our shortcomings with help from others. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if that brought us to you before long. We'll need help from more than shady folks. So keep your head high, and let's all do the jobs we're best for. If nothing else, then to prove his words right.
Right. I don't know how much of a contribution I'll be able to make, but I'll start being more mindful of my cans and wants. And I'll do it while finding a way to move forward.
Those words were quite touching, very befitting of you, and of Mr. Brad. Yeah, they resonate deeply with me as well. Thinking about the gap between what I can do and what I want to do is an interesting thought experiment, if nothing else. Heh. Can we please move on from this topic? Oh yeah, I should let my employees introduce themselves. Anyas, you go first. Gladly, my name is... Wow, that's quite a history. Honestly, I had trouble keeping up with it all. So you were among the 12 knights who lead the church's Gralsritter. I've heard much about your various exploits, Roaring Lion. It's a famous name in a lot of circles, so it's not surprising. Can I pause? Okay.
Once again, that name is no longer mine. I would ask that you keep that in mind.
If they had stopped on that graphic, I'd actually name who each one of them it was, but here we are. Now we know why we passed you on the way to Longlie. So you arranged our invitation there, and I'm guessing a few others played a part in that as well. Namely Professor Hamilton, Hayway's future elder, and the Crown Prince of Elsheim, and former President Rocksmith, am I correct?
Bullseye. I happen to be acquainted with all of them, including the Grand Prince of Elsheim and Elder Guillen. The former president was anxious to make your acquaintance, and I believe meeting him would prove to be beneficial for your future. Oh, it pains me that a well-intentioned invitation coincided with such a horrific tragedy.
Hey, it's not like you could have seen that one coming. Even if we hadn't been in Longlie, we would have been powerless to stop it regardless. Yeah, the only one who could have foretold that would be the goddess herself. Anyway, I knew you were going off to the Empire after you finished training me 5 years ago. Then I heard you bit the dust during a border dispute in Nord. They said you laid down your life protecting one of your students. But here you are, alive and well. You cheated death and carried on living just without your title and mark. Won't pry into what you've been doing all these years, but can you at least tell me why you never contacted me?
Before I answer, I should note that you were not the only one in the dark. I did not reach out to my other students either, and I never intended to do so. I wanted you all to walk your own paths, and I intended to leave my survival a secret. A trump card that I could pull out in the wake of a crisis.
Guess you figured it was time to play that card then, to help us with this crisis.
Correct. I have news regarding the Mafia Almada and the assassins of the Gardens. Their whereabouts were discovered several hours ago. Almada's leader and executives, as well as the Garden's overseers, have established a new base, and it is located in a city within this very country. What's more, that information has been passed around to all the major players in this nation.
Wait, all of them? Guess that means the army, the police, and the guild are all in the know. I assume Hayway and the other Jaeger Corps are also aware of this new base?
Yes. I imagine they are all preparing to take action at this very moment. This country's supreme authority is no exception. They have resolved to quell the unfolding chaos. And they will do so by any means necessary, even if that involves fighting one evil with another.
So that's what Geen was talking about earlier. I'm sure many Jaeger Corps will be all over this, my people included. Marduk HQ will likely be making their move as well. You can't be serious. All these groups are going to flood the city at once? So where do you stand in all this, Master? By the sounds of it, these people are going to try to capture Lamada alive or go after their heads. Some might even be aiming to get their grubby little hands on one of those nuclear devices. That would be really bad. Granted, I don't know how likely that is, just having one of those things would make you public enemy number one. It ain't a stretch, though. There's plenty of historical precedent for groups using artifacts as weapons. So given the stakes, what are you planning to do?
As it stands, I am effectively dead. If the people of my former home decide to act, I will not join them, nor stand in their way. However, now that the gift of life has been bestowed upon me once more, I intend to honor it by supporting the youths whose futures are so bright, and also to keep them safe from venomous fiends like these unwanted guests of yours.
Uh-oh. What? Hey, we're busy in here. Afraid you'll have to come back another day.
That's so. What a shame. And after we came all this way to give you a job. And a little souvenir from your reporter friend.
Fine, get in here.
Knew that'd reel you in. Thanks, bud.
Do excuse us.
I recognize you two. It's the shady duo from that nightclub in Tharbad. I also met you back in Longlai.
Oh, you recognized me after all?
Nice to finally meet you all, ladies and gentlemen of Arkride Solutions. Oh, now there's a face I never thought I'd see again.
Oh, neither did I. Tell me, what's a dead man doing out of his coffin?
I was granted life once more, and I don't need you to tell you the reason why, because you already know.
No need to give us the death glare, you old fossil. We've traded many friendly blows in the past, haven't we? Why don't we bury the hatchet? Let's be like the Jaegers. Embrace yesterday's foe as today's friend.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline. Had the Azure Abyss or the late Steel Maid made the suggestion, I would have entertained the thought. Not for you, though. Never in a million years.
He's got your number, dear. No one will ever reconcile with you. And for that, you've no one to blame but yourself.
You're on thin ice. But your words are laced with the truth, venomous though they are.
I get it now. You're the guy the Direwolf and Ren warned us about. You're part of Ouroboros, then. And one of their highest-ranking members at that.
The name's Elroy Harwood. I'm the fourth Anguis. But you can just call me the Oathbreaker. Everyone does.
I am Enforcer number 3, Lucrezia Isoli. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Arkride Solutions.
Hey, put that away. This is a smoke-free building.
Really now? Very well. I promise I won't smoke in here.
Ha.
Ooh, accidentally went and made an oath there. And I can't afford to keep those. I've got a reputation and a title to uphold, you see. Gotta break an oath or two from time to time.
From time to time? You break oaths and rules as easily as you breathe.
True. Anyway, on to business. I want you to go on a little trip for me.
Are you for real? You're joking.
What? You're not up for it? Strange. I thought I heard you took work from anyone.
Yeah, if the work's reasonable and if I like you. And your likability is going up in smoke faster than the tobacco in that cigar. I know you guys are after Almada. Hell, you probably know where they're at too. But before we ask you where that is, I need to know why you've come to us.
You gotta be kidding me. Do I really gotta spell it out? It's 'cause you kids will make things way more fun.
Fun? How can you even say that? There's nothing fun about this whole ordeal. Don't waste your energy on this guy. He isn't someone you can appeal to with logic or reason.
The Society's already decided its course of action for this whole thing, and I'm leading the charge. Enforcer number 3 will be backing me up, and so will Enforcer number 8, who you already know so well. The goal's to round up the members of Almada and the Gardens, and murder every last one of them.
I see. And you ain't doing so in the name of justice, I'm guessing.
Nope. Had they kept to their little dog and pony shows, we wouldn't lay a finger on them. Honestly, I rather enjoyed kicking back and watching them wreak havoc. But they've become a threat to our plans now, and we can't have that. If those little bugs want to punch above their weight, then we'll crush them beneath our feet.
Though no doubt it will be easier said than done. They're both troublesome and insidious, and some rather formidable guests will be joining their party.
Right, you'll have some fierce competition.
Everyone's got different aims here. Some want them brought to justice. Some want them dead and buried. Heiyue will surely be joining the fray, and I'll bet the Jaeger Corps will be after their bounty. I'm guessing Marduk HQ will be there too, yeah?
More than likely. The guild won't stand idly by either. Same goes for the Gralsritter. Artifacts are involved in this after all. And I wouldn't be surprised if other forces from the church showed up as well.
All right. You got students in other parts of the church, not just the Gralsritter. Things are gonna get interesting then. Must be tough being a master. I don't envy you.
If that is what fate has in store, then I will follow it. You needn't concern yourself with me.
Regardless, that should serve as the basic overview of the situation. Almada and the Gardens will not be the only sources of mischief in that city. One wrong move and the whole affair could turn into an indiscriminate bloodbath. So someone ought to keep an eye on the little guys, don't you think?
In other words, civilians might get killed and you aren't going to look after them. You guys are scum. Still, if Almada really does have another nuclear weapon in their possession, we have no other choice but to get involved.
You can use whatever justification you want. I don't really care why you join, just so long as you do. 'Cause if you don't, this whole thing will be a snooze cruise from start to finish. I need you kiddos to prevent this battle from being too one-sided.
The hell do you mean by that?
The Guild's the only one in this brawl that's going to be fighting for the common man. If we add you to the mix, however, it'll make for a more balanced blend. A recipe that's made for chaos. Oh, and should you happen to run into us, I'd like you to come at me knives out, and ready to cut me into a million little pieces. I'm very much into that sort of thing.
You are one masochistic bastard. Well, we've got our reasons for chasing Almada down, so I'm not opposed to doing this on the side. But first I need to get one thing straight. I have a hunch you guys have some connection to either Almada or the Gardens. So spill it. What kind of relationship does Ouroboros have with them?
Huh. Well, it isn't a close one, if that's what you're wondering. We haven't exactly been keeping in touch as of late. But your hunch is on point. We do have a connection with the Gardens.
You see, the two of us were once part of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, an organization of assassins.
That's where Sharon's from, if you don't remember.
14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold. Although they did not do the same for many of its other members. The society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest. Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock.
Wait, you don't mean...
Huh. Has it already been 14 years? Time sure flies when you're having fun. And the Society has offered me a wealth of entertainment.
From the data available to Marduk, there's only one operation that matches her story. I really hope it ain't the one I'm thinking of. Please tell me the group you all are talking about isn't...
It's exactly as you think. The DG cult. You know the ones. The devil worshippers that spread chaos across the Republic and the continent as a whole.
No way, I've heard about those fiends from Sao. And I heard about them from my Grammy.
I brought the remnants of the Moonlight Horse and the DG cult together and set them loose on the world. That's how the Gardens were created. They find seeds that are scattered by the wind and grow them into fresh assassins that are ripe for the picking. Had I left them alone, the founding members would have rotted away, and their budding talent would have died on the vine. But by mixing the leftovers of the cult and the Order, I created a chemical reaction more potent than my wildest imagination could have conjured. I gave that one domino a little push, and look at all the tragedies and pain that befell the world.
How could you? So this is all your fault. I take back what I said earlier. You aren't just a masochistic bastard, you're also a sadistic monster.
Can't say you're wrong. My colleagues, like the Wellspring Alchemist and the Professor, never go far enough for my tastes.
And if you don't remember the names, Wellspring Alchemist is Maria Bell, the third Anguisse, and the Professor is Novartis, the sixth Anguisse.
But that's humanity for you. No one's the same. We've all got our own desires that make us tick.
Yeah, and those things that make you tick just so happen to tick me off. I get what you want us to do, though. It also comes at the perfect time, given Dingo's last request. Man, I don't like the idea of getting involved with these shitheads, but you might be right. So this gathering will include Marduk, Hayway, the Guild, and many other formidable groups. Loath I am to admit it, we may require their aid if we are to force our way inside. Surely there's another way. Yeah, I do not want to help a pair of cold-blooded killers.
Oh, you do not need to think of it as helping us. You may instead think of it as entering a mutually beneficial relationship, where our goal is simply to use one another for our own ends.
I can take charge of laying the groundwork for the requests you'll get at the city. Those will keep you plenty busy. I'll even throw in a couple that'll give you a real thrill.
As long as you don't slip a trap or two in them.
My. They really don't trust you, do they?
Anyway, sounds like we have ourselves a deal. Oh, almost forgot the other reason I came to this little office. Here's that souvenir I mentioned earlier.
Are you sure it's safe?
If you're worried about radiation, don't be. The professor, our technical expert, looked into the matter, and he found no traces of it whatsoever. The 3 disciples are probably racking their brains about that mystery this very moment.
There's no radioactive contamination, but all the theories we have suggest... Wait, perhaps they don't apply because the bomb was detonated in a non-traditional manner. I'm so lost. Hang on a sec, you nabbed the camera before the authorities locked the scene down? I won't ask how you managed to get there ahead of the cops, because if I heard the answer, you'd be leaving this room with a big old black eye.
Ooh, scary.
It's in our hands now, Dingo.
Guess we'll be off. We wouldn't want to overstay our welcome now, would we? I can hardly wait to see how you and those relics of yours will liven things up.
He knows about the Genesis. Haven't got a clue what you're on about, so you gonna tell us where we're going or not?
Why don't you ask the defanged lion? I've done enough talking for one day.
Well then, have a lovely rest of your day.
Glad you were here, Master. I doubt I would have been able to keep my cool otherwise. Nonsense, you would have handled things just fine on your own. You held your ground well against them. You've grown into a fearless leader in my absence. I think you're giving me too much credit. Alright guys, I'm gonna ask that you all stay here. I'm going solo on this one. Huh? But why? Because it's too dangerous. This is their turf and everyone there will be playing by their rules. There's no telling what will happen there, and I can be a lot more flexible if I'm on my own. But I can make an exception for Master. I figure I'm gonna need his help at least. You figure right, that is precisely why I came in the first place. Don't get me wrong, I don't think of you all as a burden. This is just the best division of labor. I'll need you to gather info, be the point of contact for the other groups, work with the guild, and... Hey.
You done flapping your gums yet? Good, because I stopped listening when I heard the words, "It's too dangerous."
I appreciate that you're worried about us. I really do. However...
We all have our reasons for wanting to go along with you. Mine is to ensure the nuclear devices can never again be used for malicious means.
Marduk considers this crisis to be a matter of grave concern, so it is only logical that I also accompany you.
You said it yourself. I'm not even a part-timer here to begin with, which means you can't order me around. I'm a phantom thief, so I'm gonna steal this show whether you like it or not.
Come on, you guys.
I haven't been stealing my nerves all this time for nothing. I'm not letting anything get between me and my sweet, sweet revenge. Even if you fire me, I'll just hitch a ride with Heiyue instead.
And I'd try to join up with the warriors of Kruga. I would really rather go with everyone here, though. I want to tackle this thing head on, the Spriggan way. Naturally, I would like to accompany you as well, not just because of the Genesis, though I'll admit that is a factor. More importantly, I feel this conflict is born from the source of Calvard's turmoil, the distortions in the everyday world I know and the underworld. If my feeling is correct, then must see this through to its conclusion. I recognize this may be a harrowing experience for me, but even so, I am determined to confront the harsh realities that lie in wait. So take me with you, Van. Please.
Agnes.
Wow.
Somehow I knew it'd end up like this one way or another. Unlucky for you, though, the trouble isn't happening on a weekend or during a school trip. You're gonna have to play hooky.
I know, and I do feel guilty about it. Still, I have a plan in mind, so don't worry.
Starting to think I'm a bad influence. Well, make sure you get paid in advance, that way you'll have the mirror for the bribes and hush money.
I wasn't planning on going that far.
Wow, Van's right. He really is a bad influence on you.
Okay then. Now that we've got all that squared away, mind sharing the location of the base?
Right. We need to know where they are so we can kick their sorry butts.
Very well then. The base of operations is located in the third largest city in the Republic, as well as its oldest. It is also the place where the terrorists of Calvard get much of their funding. The old city capital, Varasion. That is where they have set the stage for their carnival of chaos.
Gotta keep this up.
There, God Zeman. I may have lost my life once, but that alone would never be enough to stop me.
Okay, and that brings that to a close. So, next video we will proceed and see what awaits us over in Varasion. I'll see you guys there. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.